Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is VassaOlga, and today I am gonna put under the test some products from my kind of like birthday box. And if you're interested, then please check out my previous video. That's a review on some kind of like supreme lipstick from Makeup Revolution, some highlighter and finishing spray from Makeup Revolution as well. So all the details you can find in my previous video as well, but today we're gonna put under the test Beauty Bay Eye Wonder 12-piece eye brush set with brush roll. It looks this way. The packaging it's cute. It's really cute. It kind of like a rainbow, kind of like a unicorny, cruelty free. So if you're vegan, these brushes are totally safe and for ya. Okay, this is the packaging. This is so cute. Inside we have 12 pieces. They're like a lot of different kind of like blending brushes, a lot of crease brushes, some of like brow brush or eyeliner brush. What else do we have here? We have some highlighter brush, but you can definitely use it for your crease or for the blending as well. We have some kind of like flat brushes for the packing, and you know, just it's really nice. It's really cute. The color is kind of like lavender even. So the first brush that I'm taking, it's blending brush. At first I want to mention that the weight of this brush, it's super light. You can barely kind of like feel it in your hand, and you have this logo B. Texture like of this brushes more like a BH one, not as Morphe one. I have from Morphe, one brush from Morphe, so let's compare them. Well, they're pretty much the same. They're almost the same. Okay, let me see with another one. Yeah, so let's compare this one. So this blending brush, the fluffiest and the biggest one, is really good for the messy makeup looks. Okay, like this, you can start. Okay, this is really soft, but I want to use it with some colors, because if I don't use any shadows, then I'm not gonna see any result. Okay, let's just at first let's see all these pieces separately and then start kind of like using them. You have one fluffy and big brush. The next one that you have, it's flat brush. Okay, number three, it's a little bit kind of like fluffier in a smaller crease brush, blending brush, depends on what you're kind of like creating. Brush number 4. This is the smallest brush. You can use it for the packing. You can definitely use it for kind of like creating a line and just for blending as well, like a small blending. Then we have another blending brush, which is pretty much the same but the smallest. I mean, like for your crease basically, and to do it more accurately. Okay, the next piece is it's big brush. It's a highlighter brush, but at the same time you can use it as a blending brush as well. The next one is so similar to the previous one. They're kind of like, the next one is even a little bit more kind of like fluffier and bigger. So this one, this one. This one is bigger. It's kind of like a triangle, more like a triangle. My next brush to pick is this really nice and some sort of like a tail. It looks like a small tail or the brush for the painting. It really handy to use for a crease. So at first start kind of like applying this with really accurately with like soft hand, and then start kind of like blending this out with your blending brushes, and you have pretty much the same one but a little bit smaller. See? Well, I guess you know this brush. It's kind of like an eyeliner brush, but I never use them because to my mind they're not handy. The next one, it's again for your eyeliner, but at the same time you can use some black shadows and apply a precise line. Last but not the least, it's brush for your brows. It has this spoolie from one side, and from the other side you have this angle cut brush. Took some palettes of mine from BH, from Makeup Revolution, and from Sephora. 3 different palettes, and let's see how it performs. So at first I want to make sure that I'm not gonna have any fallouts. That's why I'm gonna use a paper, whatever, a bill. Okay, let's take my BH palette. This is kind of like Ultimate Neutral Shadow Palette. By the way, if you like my lipstick, or if you don't, then check out my previous video. It's kind of like a review on this lipstick. I am not satisfied with this one. Yeah, I feel like I wasted my money on this. So what shade to start with? It's gonna be something really soft, really close to something beige. I guess these 2 colors, I'm gonna mix them together. And with this triangle blending brush, I'm gonna take those 2 shades, mix them together, tap this up, and start blending. Right away, the blendability is really nice. I have no complaints. It's easy to apply with this brush, and at the same time, look at this, I still have a lot of the color on my lid. So this brush doesn't take the color off, but that's really good. With a bigger and like with a fluffier brush, I want to make sure that we have something super kind of like dramatic, and I want to take this dark brown shade from my palette, dive into this. Okay, take off. I don't think that it's super easy to use this brush for the blending because it becomes too messy and it's too hard to control this. And I don't really like that I have some sort of like color here, really close to my nose bridge, and it looks like I have a bruise. I guess this is not gonna be my favorite one to create some sort of like a makeup look, but this is definitely really handy for those who really like some messy makeup look. By the way, this brush, let's see, I still have my highlighter from Makeup Revolution. I'm gonna grab this one, tap it off, and wow, really good. I mean, yes, this is good, really good. This brush is really good as well. I'm gonna use this dark shimmery shade from the same palette, and with the smaller blending brush, I want to focus on the crease. This brush is really good for the shaping, actually. So it's still fluffier, it's still big, but it's kind of like accurately big. It's smaller than the blending brush, so you can definitely blend the shimmeriness into my dark matte color, but at the same time it gives you some sort of like control, which is really good, and I really like about this brush. And I have one more brush, the smallest one, and with the chocolate, I really like this shade. Create some sort of like a line. Wow, I love this brushes. So I will be using Maybelline Anti-Age Concealer. It's good. It's not bad. I'm not good at kind of like doing a crease, but this one seems to me not that bad. And I guess with this kind of like sort of like a flat brush, but a little bit fluffier one, we can dive into some color. Which one? Okay, let's take something from Sephora palette. Yeah, I know what I'm supposed to do. I want to make sure that my brush is going to be wet. So I want to dive this into some kind of like water. Use this shade from here. No, let's go for this one, the darkest from the pen. Love some space between your sort of like a cut crease. And then as soon as you realize that your brush is not that kind of like pigmented and it's not that wet anymore, you can make sure that you have this. Look at this. It's so easy to create a shape, any shape you like. Yes, I am reading for this brush. So I'll be using my Makeup Revolution Roxy palette, this cocoa shade. And the smallest blending brush that we have here, we want to make sure that it looks nicely blended. Shimmery color and kind of like. Next step is really simple. Is to apply some mascara on. This is my same old mascara, I just love it. One more product to play with, it's Makeup Revolution False Lash Glue. One of my least favorite part of doing makeup is to make sure that all these falsies are in place. I don't have any complaints right away about this glue. I definitely can say that I need some kind of like black line in my inner corner. Yay! I love this brush. I guess something like this. So girls, I am not gonna do my left eye, and I'm not gonna do this off the camera, whatever. So this is not even a makeup vlog. This is some sort of like a really sketch of what you can create using this brush set. I really like all the pieces. They're super nice. They're really handy to use. They're so cheap. Literally, I bought them and they're super affordable. Super affordable. If you really like this review, then please let me know in the comments. Subscribe to my channel, click the notification bell, and follow me on Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook as well. I'm gonna move to my next review. That's gonna be I guess about my eyeshadow palettes. So if you are interested, then please check them out as well. If you're not, then check out my previous video where I was talking about highlighter and whatever. And I guess that's it.